This tutorial is going to show you how, if you're a 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade student, how to see the activities on your page, save them so that you can mark them up, and then save it again so that you don't erase the work that you did, and then submit them. So the first thing I want you to do is you're going to go to the app portal, which is right here with the blue square with the dots, and you're going to click it. All of the apps that the district pays for is going to be on this app portal. You're going to go down here to Microsoft Office, and you're going to click Install. It'll think for a couple minutes, and then it'll say Continue. Thinking. It's going to say Continue, and it's going to show green, and you're going to tap that. All right, I'm going to exit out because I already have it on my iPad. When you go to Office and you click it, there'll be a little tutorial like go through it. All your documents that you save online will be saved here. And I'm going to show you 2 different ways to mark up your page using this Office file. So I'm going to go back into Buzz. Again, I'm going to go to a 5th grade activity, and the activity is going to be the reading process. Now, on this activity, you will see let's go through here. Bump. You're going to complete these activities, and when you get to a yellow box, this is an activity that needs to be submitted. Above it is going to tell you why you're doing the activity, and underneath are the directions. When you've answered all of the questions, save the worksheet and submit it to your teacher for a grade. Your teacher will help you find ways to become a better, more strategic reader this year. Underneath it is the rubric that I use to grade your work. So even though this activity is only worth 4 points, if you get only 2 points, that's still like a 50%, which means you're failing. Okay, so I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to click Activity. And when I open up the activity, it's going to show this as a PDF. I can't write on it. If I try to use my finger to tap on things, nothing happens. So what you're going to do is you're going to click this little box up here by the URL. That's a square with an arrow going through it, and you're going to tap it. All these choices are going to come up, and if you go down here to mark up, as long as that little pen up here in the corner is blue, you can write on this paper. Okay, you can write on it, you can change the color, whatever you need to do. If you go down here to the plus sign down by all these colors, you can also type in. So if I type in, let's see, I want that text. If you tap the box and hit edit, you can type in what you want to write. I think I misspelled my own name. UTA. There we go. All right, and you can move it and make it bigger, and you can even color it red, whatever color you want to make. Okay, so you go down through and you answer the questions, okay? Easy peasy. Now, if I do questions 1 and 2, and I want to read question 3, if I go to move up the page, I'm still in the marker mode. So let me erase that because I don't want to show it as all marked up. And I'm going to click that pen again, and when I do, I can scroll up. I'm going to click it again, and now I can type or highlight on this page as I need to. Okay, so I went through, I answered all the questions, and now I need to save it because in an assignment, it's going to ask for me to submit this activity to my teacher. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit, I'm going to hit that little box again so that I don't make any marks on my paper. I'm going to hit the square with the arrow in again. And this time I'm going to put Save to Files. And when I go to Save to Files, I'm going to go down here and click Office. And I'm going to tap it so that it's highlighted gray. And then I'm going to click Save. And that's it. So now I can, I'm just going to delete this because I already saved it. Now in Office, my activity is going to be up here. And you can see here's the activity that I was just working on. Now, notice when I open it up in Office, there's these gray boxes in front of the questions. I can also come in here and tap on it to save it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this. I can also write on it. So you can write and type just as you would before. Oops. And then, I don't want to add a signature. Then when I'm done, I am going to go down here and I'm going to hit this little red box and I'm going to, I don't want to share. I'm going to save as, and it's just going to say the same name, but if I changed anything on it, I want to make sure I hit replace. And then I can go out. Now, when I go back onto Accelerate Ed, and I go in here, when I complete this, and see I already completed it because I clicked the box, mark this activity complete. The next activity that I'm going to go into is the reading process quiz. Now, I went down through and I just clicked buttons. And notice I did not do very well. I only got one question right out of 4. So if I was you and that was my score, I would retake it. All right. But if I want to see where I'm going to submit this, I'm going to click the next activity. And this activity says, how do you read assignment? Well, that's the one that we just completed and we saved. So you completed the assignment within this lesson, which can be found here. So if I click it, it opens up to be the assignment page, and you would click that to get the activity. Okay. And you can also, from this page, click to save to files, and on my iPad, go down and click Office and hit Save. And it will save directly on there. And then when you go into Office, you can mark it up. So let's go back in here and see how I'm going to submit it. So here's the box. I can view the rubric again to see what Mrs. Pluta is looking for to get the total of 4 points. And I can also view the grade. So this is what she's going to be marking. All right. You provided a full and complete answer to all of the questions in this assignment. And this is exactly what I see when you submit this. So I'm going to go back here and I can add comments in. I noticed some of you were like, I don't know where my paper is. You can add comments in, like, I really enjoyed this activity, whatever. All right, but when you go down here to this plus button, get out of this little keyboard thing. There we go. When I go to this plus button, I'm going to attach a file. And I'm going to click choose. I need to browse because remember it's in Office, but it also saved it on here. So I'm going to go here to the second one. That's the one that I filled out. The other one was just a save. I'm going to choose it and I'm going to click upload. And my activity is right there. And now I'm going to click submit. If I realized that I submitted the wrong thing, I can go in here and click that trash can and resubmit my work, and Mrs. Pluto will have the updated version. When that comes in handy is when I say, can you add more details? And you can go in, add more details, and then resubmit your work for me to regrade. I will always look at things more than 2 times. Okay, so if you want me to check it, you can absolutely email it to me and say, can you look over this? What else do I need to do? Or we can have like a private Zoom and I can go over your work too. Whichever way is easier. But that is how you submit